Okay.
So I start. Okay, cool. Yeah, brilliant. Same as always.
That'd be now.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah. Morning. Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to another edition of the Suplah. Oh, I have missed you all. I am Andy Kwan, and with me, as always, is Sam Brooks.
It's an S. It fits. Shut up. I can't see
it
you.
means hope.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh fuck. I forgot that. Wait, who are you? Who's this?
And we have Carmine Antonelli.
That's me. That's my name. I'm not an S. And this already, I can tell, is going to be a fucking ridiculous show.
When is it not ridiculous, to be fair?
To be fair, you're entirely correct. But yeah, Andy, you've been gone for so long. Where have you been? I'm glad you're back.
I've had no internet, so that's.
Remember that time when we did a show and you came back, and then that was a month ago. And then now you're back again.
Yeah. Do you want to know why?
Not really.
Excellent. That's fine then. So.
No, really. What's happened? What's up?
Well, basically,
we deserve to give the world an explanation because they clearly miss us, and they're clearly asking every week, guys, where's the show? We totally get that, every week.
Yeah. Basically, what happened was
been?
I moved into a new house and I didn't have any internet for a month. So.
And that's the story.
Yeah, but basically, I haven't been able to watch any wrestling up until about a week ago. So I was not able to see SummerSlam. I didn't see anything else. I literally I couldn't. All of my wrestling was basically going to a Ring of Honor taping. I was on pay-per-view, by the way, so you can pay to see my face and my girlfriend if you really want to.
And my girlfriend, who is real, I have one. Did you know?
There's live proof that she actually does exist and she's not a wall. But yeah,
the walls are different. What fuck? Which wall is she now? She on the left? That one. Okay.
That one with the blinds, that's her.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. They look flattering on her today.
Normally people advise against horizontal stripes, but it works for her.
Yeah. It makes her feel a lot brighter.
Anyway, so yeah.
You're gonna sit there and take this, wait for it to finish? You're not even gonna tip in with a joke? It's oh, haha, yes, very funny.
It's you guys just humor yourselves for a while, I suppose. But
smooth.
I went to a Ring of Honor show, which was live on pay-per-view. It was the second night of their UK tour, and then the only wrestling I've seen is All In because I paid for it because reasons. I have money, sort of. Not really.
Because you're a mark for being the elite. It's fine. We can say it. We're all friends here.
No. It was the best.
I mean, it's literally the Being the Elite wrestling show, so you can say that.
And it was the best wrestling show all year. And maybe for the past 10.
Well, this is coming from a guy that's literally just professed to having not watched any wrestling for the past month. So you've missed a bit.
And even before that month, your viewing was limited.
You barely watched NXT. And yet you're like, no, guys, I'll watch it this week. And you never did.
No, well, yeah.
I buy the network to pay their salaries.
Look.
I bet Adam Cole loves me. What's he doing, by the way?
My name is on his check every week.
He personally thanks me every week. No!
The following contract has been paid for by Andrew W. Kwan.
What's the W stand for? Anyway, so the point is...
World. It stands for world, Andy. Did you not know?
One world one. No.
Oh,
anyway, the point is that you're gonna have to catch me up again because I saw All In. And that was really good.
Oh yeah.
But other than that, I've been all out.
Yes.
Oh god.
So, I mean, what do we want to talk about first? What you've missed or what you didn't miss?
I think first we should discuss what the biggest thing he's missed. And I think the biggest thing that's happened since the last show, and that would be the biggest dog.
Oh.
He's out of here.
And we'll see him in another month.
Okay, so
All right.
you're right there. You okay?
I feel
Well,
like I'm
Andy,
like-
you should be happy that this had happened because he saved the show.
Stop it. How did he
So-
save the show? How did he save the show then, Sam? Carmine, whatever your name is, God damn it.
You know who we are anymore?
I don't know. Just you.
I'm
you.
blinded with rage. I don't remember anyone's faces.
Exactly. I'm blind with
I only
rage.
picture Roman.
I don't remember what Kim looks like anymore.
Right. Exactly. So for those who maybe don't keep up with social media,
Which you should.
which you should, we only really have a Twitter anymore. Like,
No, the Twitter's like the only active thing anymore.
yeah. So go follow
It's-
that.
At the Suplah.
That's a great pitch. It's the only thing we do now.
We should probably go back and do stuff again.
Probably.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. But for now,
Uh,
we do a lot of tweeting. Say we, I mean a specific person, because
you.
I mean Brendan. We have decided to live tweet SummerSlam when it happened about a month ago, it feels like. And during the show, the Suplah Twitter declared that if Roman loses his Universal title championship opportunity again, the show will end. We'll never do a show
It
again.
was more a matter of Brock retaining because we were just sick of Brock.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay, this is okay. This is the one thing that I will give the big dig, like some
Berg
sort
Derg.
of, the big dig. so so any credit for is thank Christ Brock Lesnar is no longer the champion. But that's all I'll give him.
Yeah.
Like
So, yeah, and that one fan who said, "Hey, I hope Brock wins." Fuck you.
yeah, whoever that person is a jagweed.
Oh, there's the word.
Because it's like that comment is the epitome of I prefer the demise of wrestling over Roman Reigns. Like it's just unnecessary to have that opinion
Even-
at that point because Brock Lesnar as champion is that terrible.
I hate Roman Reigns, but even I'm like, get it off Brock, get it off Brock, get it off Brock, get it off
It's
Brock.
time to stop.
It's time to stop.
It's time. It's time. It's time to stop.
To stop. Stop with Brock Lesnar, Ray.
So Roman
Yeah,
won and
and,
Roman saved the Suplah. That's how it happened.
Yeah, and so now he's the savior. He's the big dog.
No,
Think about it. If Roman didn't win, we wouldn't be here today.
no, we would.
Yeah.
We would have ignored the stipulation and just pretended like it didn't happen.
No. See, we prefer consistency with our stipulations.
No. You see, I would have just done a show anyway. So
Oh yeah, you would have done it all on your own.
yes,
Great. People would love that.
People would happily watch me talk about All In for 4 hours.
For 4 hours.
Exactly.
4 hours. That's a lot. That's longer
Yes.
than the show itself.
He would get online, do a pre-show, rewatch the show live, commentate as it happens, and then do a post-show.
Exactly.
And
I
then
would do all
simulate
that.
it in 2K18.
Right.
For some reason.
Exactly. That's what I would do because I would cheat. Anyway,
Yes.
the point is that
So yeah, the Suplah's Twitter has now made it known that the big dog is the real reason why we're here today. And so
He
if
didn't
you
make-
accept,
no,
so if you accept Roman Reigns as your Lord and Savior, then you
No.
too.
no,
So if you,
No.
so if you
No.
too, so if you
No.
too, so if you, so if you
No.
too, so if you too,
No.
so if you too,
No.
on a scale of
No.
one, on a scale of 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 one. We can't do this all day, Andrew.
stop!
So if you,
My brain was
so if you accept Roman Reigns as your Lord and Savior, then you
I'll do it
too
again.
can.
I'll
so
do
if
it
you-
again.
So if
I'll
you,
keep doing
so
it.
if you, so if you
No.
too accept,
Please.
We're trying to bring people in, not draw them away.
Oh,
I'm
okay, my bad.
melting. I'm
Let
actually
Roman's light
melting.
shine.
Oh,
Let him bring you home.
whew.
Coming home. It's coming
Yeah,
home.
But my
Roman's
favorite-
coming home.
My favorite thing that we've done now as a tribute to the big dog is our Twitter now dispenses a daily Roman Reigns fact.
That needs to stop.
No, it doesn't. It
Yes,
needs to
it does.
I
continue
mean,
forever.
it doesn't in fact need to stop because it can't stop.
And
Can't stop, won't stop.
I'm not even saying as a bit. It can't stop. It's too far ahead now.
It's self-aware.
I mean,
What
I don't
did
know what you
do?
expect. I don't know what you expect when you ask me to schedule 50 tweets.
Oh my god, how many did you schedule? What the hell? Oh, I'm gonna get a tweet deck right now. What did you do? Oh my god, what the hell did you do?
I meant to do 5.
What you did? How many?
50.
Why?
Because
I'm
it's
so
funny.
What
happy.
the hell?
Now we've
So-
only had 2 come out because it only started 2 days ago. But I do want to read them for anyone that isn't following the Suplah Twitter yet, and this will hopefully coerce you into subscribing to Daily Reigns Facts.
No, don't do that. Don't.
The first one was that Roman once bought an entire beef ranch because he wanted to personally oversee that his steaks measured up to the big dog standard. I think that's pretty impressive.
I see. I never knew that, and I'm
Yeah.
glad that I now know that.
Yeah, we get to learn a little bit more about the reigning, defending Universal Champion,
Fake news.
Roman Reigns, the big dog.
Yeah.
The most recent being
Fake
Roman's.
news. It's not real.
Roman spent years studying with Himalayan monks and found his spirit animal. It was a small house cat. So he rejected their philosophy and single-handedly destroyed the temple. I'm glad I know that now.
Yeah. I mean, without that information, what kind of life would we live?
An empty one.
Yeah, I agree.
A better one.
Well, I mean, you can speak for yourself here, but we are in fact speaking for the entirety of Suplah City, who are
No, you're
loving
not. You're
this.
not. No. Just no. We're not. You're not doing that at all.
Speaking for the entirety of Suplah City, who
What are you doing?
very much enjoy all of these facts about
What are you
Roman
doing?
Reigns, the big dog, our Lord and Savior.
I'm very happy with this knowledge.
Fix my microphone right now.
So, with this in mind, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome you to the Reigns Plot.
Yep, but that's a work in progress title. But yeah,
Yeah, we'll figure something out eventually. No one gives a shit anyway. It's fine.
we should also probably check the chat.
There is nothing in there.
Okay, well, we have now checked the chat. So,
That's what happens when you got the 2 months.
yeah, probably.
The city's dead.
Everyone's dead.
That's what
But Rowan,
happens.
okay, all over again.
That's what happens when you bring Roman Reigns into the city. Everyone leaves.
I mean, he's been here for a while, Andy. You've been talking about him nonstop for like 3 years, so I don't know what your deal is. But hey, we should also bear in mind that if you ever want us to stop doing these Roman Reigns daily facts on the Twitter machine, you
Yes.
can reply to these tweets with a
I
gif of
do
Roman
all
Reigns.
the time.
See, you don't. I've yet to see a single one.
I think I find I do. I every time you go Roman Reigns this, Roman Reigns that, I go no more. Stop it.
No, see, say that sentence again for me, please.
No,
Is it because you've forgotten what you just said?
no. You heard.
It's because of Roman Reigns this and Roman Reigns that, and I want you to stop. That's in fact what you said, right?
Also, Kim in the chat says, "I have your undivided attention." There you go.
Cool.
Hey. The point is that
Point is, now
point
you
is-
know how it feels.
Yeah, it's annoying. Please.
Yeah.
Please stop. No, please.
You know, we had to put up with you doing this for 3 years. I think it's only fair we do equal retribution.
No, not for 3 years. You won't.
Yeah, we'll do it for 3 years.
Oh, I'm leaving for 3 years.
We won't even do the show. We'll just put it on the Twitter anyway.
Yeah.
And you have to follow it.
No, I don't have to follow it. I can unfollow.
I mean, if you unfollow, you're out for Suplah.
That's not how this works.
I mean, that is how this works.
That's
We all
not-
follow. We'll follow it.
It's in our contracts.
Yeah.
I didn't sign a contract. What are you talking about?
Wait, you didn't
Oh,
sign
we
a
signed
contract?
before you.
No,
yeah, that's right.
I founded this and I didn't sign no goddamn contract.
Yeah,
signed
but
it
then
for
we
you.
took
We
over.
put your
Yeah.
name on it.
You didn't take over anything. Who the
Do you think the Zuffa brothers signed a contract with that UFC? Exactly. So, now that we are fully entrenched in the Roman Reigns era of the Suplah, I feel like it's time we discuss All In.
All in something.
Raise your hand if you have
All
seen
In.
this show.
I've seen parts of it twice.
You can't
I
see, but
haven't
my hand
seen
is
it.
down.
Have
Nope.
you not seen this yet? What in the hell?
I mean, we have
Because
like jobs.
Yeah, and also I know what
So
happened. The
Yeah.
being the elite win.
Yeah.
No, it's much more.
I will save a moment that I have seen that was pretty cool was Cody Rhodes winning the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, despite that belt not really meaning much now anyway. Sorry, tell the truth.
I did not nearly cry when that happened.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shit all over your moment then by saying the belt meant nothing.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Cheers.
Well, I mean, come on. I'm not wrong.
Well,
When was the last time anyone talked about that belt?
Well, that's the idea of a revival, Samuel.
Why didn't they do it sooner, Andrew?
I don't know. Billy Corgan's an idiot.
Why did they put it on Magnus for a year?
I have no clue. Why would they do that?
Who was even champ before him? Do you know?
Tim Storm.
Was it?
Who?
Tim Storm, a 54-year-old supply teacher or something. I wish I was lying, but it's literally
Prestige.
true.
I'm gonna look up the lineage of the NWA belt right now.
Oh, it goes back to like 1910 or something.
Yeah, but I'm only gonna do the last couple years, Andrew. I'm not gonna fucking
So
go
in
up-
the beginning, in 1910, it was won by Nick Bockerwinkle.
I thought
they won by Charlie Whiteman.
Eventually made its way to Colt Cabana, who last held it in
shit.
2012, and he was the most.
Why is it like
I
this?
can
I'm on the
remember.
Okay, so I'm on the Wikipedia page for the belt, and it doesn't go in order from most recent to least recent. It goes from first champion onwards. So I'm looking at the first name here, and it's Orville Brown from 1948.
Can you not
Who
click it like
says-
at the top?
Jesus.
No, this will be fun. Let's just scroll down the list of NWA World Heavyweight Champions, the big 10 pounds of golders, and see if there are any names that stand out.
Okay, let's do that.
So, Luthez, Leo Nomalini, Luthez, Billy Watson, Luthez,
Mm-hmm.
Edward Carpentier,
Edward Carpenter.
No, yeah, Edwin Clark, that guy.
Luthez, Dick Hutton, Pat
That's
O'Connor.
Who? No,
Buddy
that one. Go that
Rogers.
one.
We don't have time to stop at every name. Killer Kowalski, Bobo Brazil, Buddy Rogers. I don't know how that works. Luthez.
How many times has Luke Fez won this fucking thing?
82.
Gene Kaniski. We're only in 1966.
Isn't
by
Gene
the way.
Kaniski the guy from The Office?
Isn't that? Didn't he like punt a baby?
Isn't he like Jack Ryan now or some shit?
Dory Funk Jr., Harley Race, Jack Briscoe, Giant Baba, Jack Briscoe, Terry Funk, Harley Race, Dusty Rhodes, Harley Race, Giant Baba, Harley Race, Giant Baba, Harley Race.
Luke Fez, Harley Race.
Right.
Tommy Rich, Harley Race, Dusty Rhodes,
Harley Race.
Ric Flair,
Harley Race.
Jack Veneno, Ric Flair, Carlos
Harley Race.
Colon, Ric Flair, Harley Race, Ric Flair.
Harley, calm down.
I couldn't read this up if I tried.
Fight for another belt, maybe. 100
Harley
years
Race.
ago.
Harley Race. Harley Race.
We were at Harley Race, and the Ric Flair Harley
Which
Race.
one of Harley Race has been 50?
And then
Where's
Ric
Ric
Flair,
Flair? There's been 82 of them.
and then Ric Flair again, then
Harley
Kerry
Race.
Von Erich, then Ric Flair, then Dusty Rhodes, then Ric Flair, then Ron
Harley Race.
Garvin, then Ric Flair, then Ricky Steamboat, then Ric Flair,
Harley Race.
and then Sting, and then Ric Flair. Tatsumi
Does Lou
Fujinami.
Fez
then-
ever win this belt, or is Lou Fez like a thing of the past now?
We're at 1991, so I don't think he's gonna
Oh
win.
wow, you
anymore.
just skipped over like so many years.
because it was Harley Race and Ric Flair for 2 decades.
Oh god, you're right.
Harley Race.
They held
Tatsumi
the belt for a
Fujinami.
year.
Hold on. Tatsumi Fujinami, Ric Flair, Vacant,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Masahiro Chono,
Oh, hey, Chono.
the Great Muta,
Ooh.
Barry
So this
Windham,
belt just stayed in Japan for a little bit.
and then went to Barry Windham,
Boo.
and then Ric Flair,
Ah,
and then Vacant, Shane Douglas, Vacant.
Yeah, he won it, and then he dropped the belt on the ground. He's like, fuck the belt.
oh yeah, he formed ECW, didn't he?
Yeah.
Then Chris Candido, Dan Severn,
Harley Race.
Naoya Ogawa, Gary Steele, Ogawa again, Vacant, Mike Rapata, Sabu, Mike Rapata, Steve Carino, Vacant.
Micropata.
Vacant's like getting up there for most title reigns at this point.
About Harley Race.
Shinya Hashimoto, Dan Severn, Vacant, Ken Shamrock, Ron Killings. Now we're in the TNA years. Jeff Jarrett, AJ
Oh,
Styles,
God.
Jeff Jarrett, AJ Styles, Ron Killings,
Jeff
Jeff Jarrett, Ray Gonzalez, AJ Styles,
Jeff
Raven,
Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett, Ryan Cage, Jeff Jarrett,
Harley Race.
Sting, Abyss, Christian Cage, Vacant,
Lufez.
Adam Pierce.
Oh, yeah, there was that weird era.
Now we're in 2008.
So
Brent
Wow.
Albright, Adam Pierce, Blue Demon Jr., Adam Pierce, Colt Cabana, The Sheik, Vacant, Adam Pierce, Colt Cabana, Adam Pierce, Vacant,
Lufez. Harley Race. Ric Flair.
Kahag-
Jeff Jarrett.
Kahagas,
Come on.
Rob Conway, Satoshi Kojima, Rob Conway, Hiroyoshi Tenzan, Jax Dane, Tim Storm, Nick Aldis, and Cody. That is every NWA champion in order.
I mean, I just wanted to know who was champion before him. Like, I didn't need the whole
Yeah,
fucking
we didn't need to go in the beginning when God.
In the beginning,
I told you it was in the
Harley
wrong
Race.
order. I told you it was in the wrong order, and then you said no. It'll be fine.
No! Scroll! Scroll toward victory!
So the one before Magnus was Tim Storm, and then Jax Dane, and then Tenzan before that.
Whoever the hell these people are, like
Exactly. You see what I mean when I say I don't really care?
But like the Magnus one, you know, has some legitimacy because he's like a former TNA champion, I guess.
But we were talking. Me and Brooks were talking about this recently. What the fuck did Magnus ever do to even deserve that push?
No, I don't even know.
He was
I
never
mean, you
that
could say
good.
the same about like Eddie Magnus Bush at any time, even when he was on fucking Gladiators.
I forgot he was on Gladiators.
The UK revival of Gladiators, which also had fucking Mason Ryan.
Oh,
He
But-
was like, "You do not crawl."
Okay, like here's the thing: with Cody winning the belt, at least it stands half a chance of it.
I mean, I get it. Like, Cody's a big name now, and it's his dad's belt. I mean, we heard about how many reigns he had, so I get it. But at the same time, who the fuck is Tim Storm? Who the fuck is Jax Dane? I thought he was a fucking YouTuber.
What's next? Like KSI is gonna do that.
Guys, welcome to Prank TV. Today I'm gonna win the NWA belt, and they're not gonna know.
And new NWA champion. It's Ethan Bradbury.
God's sake. Like it's just, I mean, I get it's like not as prestigious as it used to be, but at least
I mean, really?
oh god damn it, but at least it could be somewhat prestigious again.
It could. It's one of those things where like this could be a good thing in the long run, or it'll be a one-off thing, and then Adam Pierce will win it again, and then it'll be fucking forgotten again forever.
Oh god, he was a former NWA champion. Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, he's now a roadie for WWE, so good for him, right?
I didn't
Yeah.
realize
That's
Steve,
actually a step upwards.
I didn't even realize Steve Carino had won the title at one point.
Like 4 times, apparently.
What?
What?
Exactly. That's what I thought. Like, what? That makes no sense.
What?
What?
I mean, he didn't like stop wrestling until like last year, so I mean, he must have done other things that we don't know about.
I'm not gonna go look up the fucking career of Steve Carino.
Welcome to the episode where we look at the career of Steve Carino.
Yeah, that's the Always Sunny moment where it's like the gang looks up this career of Steve Carino.
So what the fuck else happened to All In?
Also,
Dicks.
I like how we
it-
started at the main
it-
event, and now it's like, what else?
That wasn't the main event.
That wasn't the main event.
Oh yeah, it wasn't the main event. What the fuck was the main event?
The main
A
event
really
was
rushed match between Kenny Omega and Pentagon Jr.
no, that wasn't the main event. God damn it! The main
Wait,
event.
no, that was the main event.
No, it was not. The main event was the Young Bucks and Ibushi against Rey Mysterio, Bandito, and
Phoenix.
yes,
Wait, that was the main event.
that was the main event.
Why?
So when on Being the Elite, they said that Kenny Omega vs Pentagon Jr. would be the main event. They fucking lied.
No, they go on in that episode and goes because Kenny Omega doesn't want to be in the main event because he's just been through like the G1 climax and all this other stuff. So then like it's just like,
Why
because in the episode he's like, can I just have a regular match, please, with anybody? And he's like, okay, then in the semi-main event, and then it's just like, oh, cool, good, and it's like it's Pentagon. He's like, what? Not that guy, not the crazy guy from Impact, you big idiot.
who I've never seen a match of, by the way.
Nah, no
That's
mind.
the saddest. That's the most insulting thing you could have said to Pentagon. That he's from Impact.
Yeah.
I mean, he's really not. He held their belt for like what, 2 days, and then Austin Aries won it back because they're doing that again.
Yeah, it's the Austin Aries show featuring Austin Aries.
And a big guy in a trench coat.
I'm sorry, what?
He literally has a dude that looks like an extra from the Matrix. I think his name's like Killer Cross or something.
Oh god.
Yeah, none of you knew this?
There's a reason why I don't
No.
watch Impact.
Yeah, it's really awkward because he's like,
Why is it whenever Impact? Because I've heard people saying recently, like, oh, it's getting a little bit better. Why is it every time that Impact has something good going for them, they have to have something in it to be like, oh no, it's still TNA.
well, I mean, that's what WWE has done for several years. There's good parts to any show, and there's bad parts to it also.
Yeah, but Impact is just like every goddamn time.
But even with this show, like it wasn't even with All In, it wasn't entirely perfect because there were bits where
Yeah, it was a bit fucked for time parts, wasn't it?
well, basically the reason why is because there were 2 matches that overran. So
One of them was Skrull and Okada. I know that.
Yeah.
I went over by like 10 minutes or something.
that match was good, but it didn't deserve to go over the amount of time that it.
Well, from what I heard, they were trying to tell a story, and it just went on a bit too long.
Yeah, and then
But they could have condensed it a little bit.
oh yeah, and then the Adam Page. What the fuck is that guy's name?
Joey Janela.
Yeah.
Why does no one know about Joey Janela except for me? I fucking love that guy.
Well, I do know now.
But you don't know. Carmine didn't know. He's like, no, that's Tamatonga.
What?
Remember that?
No, it's because he was trying to tell me that his gimmick is the bad boy, and I was like, well, that's Tamatonga's thing.
It's like, okay, there could be 2.
There can be 2. There can only be one bad boy.
It's like fucking, you go to Mexico and it's like, I want to be the tiger. It's like, okay, you're now the 7th tiger we have. Go fucking do flippy shit. Like, there can be 2. There can be 2 bad boys. Just Joey Janela's thing is that he is the bad boy. Tamatonga just calls himself a bad boy.
He is not a good boy.
He's not a good boy. He's not. He isn't.
bad boy.
Actually, yeah, he's a bad boy.
Okay, the point is that they're the 2 reasons why it kind of overran. Like the end of the show, if you watch it, which I advise you do, it's a very good show. But at the end, the match kind of ends, and then it's like, thank you for all that, and then just finishes.
All right, everybody, get the fuck out of here! Cheers, we gotta go. Bye.
Basically, like it is. But the thing is that they timed it perfectly. Like it didn't go over.
No, it sounds like they timed it the opposite of perfectly.
But no, they maximized. They got it right to the. They used all 4 hours basically. They didn't like.
That was legitimately a 4-hour show?
Yep.
Jesus
What?
Christ.
It's a 4-hour show.
So you don't complain about it when it's All In, but you complain about a 4-hour show when it's anything else.
Here's
When
why.
it's WrestleMania.
Yeah,
WrestleMania is the
but
only
it's
4-hour
boring
show.
as-
Hang on, don't yell! Don't fucking yell! Let us talk, for fuck's sake!
Okay.
Every other pay-per-view is 3 hours, and you're like, nah, everything's too long. I don't have time for all this wrestling. And then WrestleMania is 4 hours, but that's Wrestle-fucking-Mania. And you're like, no, I don't have time for this. And then All In is 4 hours, and you're like, well, this is just fucking perfect. They did everything perfect.
It didn't overrun, shut up!
Okay, here's the reason why, and I have a legit reason, all right? Every WWE match is pretty much the same, right? There are a few. Wait. There are a few things that are different. That makes fair enough. But All In, every single match was different. So like the first match was a fun opener.
One of them had penises in it.
No, shut up on the dicks.
No, that
for
happened
God's
after
sake.
the match.
No,
Oh.
shut up. Will you listen to what I'm saying? Jesus
We
Christ.
are. We're making jokes as a comedy show. Let us joke. No, shut up! Stop making jokes. I'm trying to tell you a story.
Stop entertaining the people while I talk about wrestling.
So wait. So basically, you had like the Okada and Marty match, which is like a quasi New Japan match. And then you had like an old school NWA title match. Then you had the flippy stuff at the end. And then you had like a really hardcore match with Joey Janela and Adam Page. Like every match was a different style of wrestling, if that makes sense. So it's not as if it was just WWE for 17 hours. Like it was actually different. And I never felt like I was getting bored. It was just actually interesting throughout rather than just being like the same thing for 17 hours.
Yeah, but was there a Pitbull concert?
No, yeah. No,
Did Kid Rock play? I don't think Kid Rock played at All In.
I don't think The Rock came out and set his own name on fire, did he? No, like
No, but they would have parodied that though.
I love that. Like that's a thing you can actually say happened. The Rock came out and set his name on fire.
Not only that, he beat Big Red.
Oh, I forgot that was the same event.
The semi-main event of WrestleMania 32 is The Rock pinning Eric Rowan and eating his corpse in like 6 seconds.
Like a fucking cobra.
No, it's his cheat day meal. Eric Rowan, the person.
Eric Rowan is just a bunch of pancakes and pizzas in a trench coat.
Yeah.
But this is like. But I know people are going to be like, "You're a hypocrite for saying that WrestleMania is 87 hours."
As they claw their keyboards.
You're a twat.
You're a fucking hypocrite.
You're stupid.
Now, hold on, Arthur. I don't think he's a hypocrite. Yeah, fucking hypocrite.
But the thing is, it was a show that was okay. It wasn't perfectly timed because they nearly overran. But at least every single match, yeah, you overran. You're a twat. No, but basically, like.
Oh yeah, we forgot fucking Chris Jericho showed up at some point, by the way.
Okay, there you go.
What the fuck did
Because
he do?
that's just something he does now. He just does that. He just goes to places and shows up, and everyone freaks out. And then an hour later, he's at a fucking Fozzy concert. Like, what is he doing? The state of this man.
What a great guy! Like the way it was booked as well. Like there wasn't like doing swerves or like doing things because people knew it was going to happen.
Literally, Chris Jericho showed up as a swerve.
Yeah, but that wasn't a swerve. That was a surprise. A swerve is just doing something different because everyone's like, "Yeah, this is obviously going to happen," and like WWE will just go, "Screw you. We'll just won't do." They do that all the time.
What are you talking about? In what way is Chris Jericho surprisingly showing up at an event he wasn't booked for, not a swerve?
No, not that bit, but like all the storylines that happened at this show are the natural end of things that were going on there being the Elite show, which in it of itself is genius because they were able to put on storylines on a platform that is for free, by the way. They didn't like pay a TV network or anything else to do this. It was the natural kayfabe reason why these storylines would end. Like Joey Ryan coming back to life is a bit weird, and yes, there were inflatable dicks, but still,
That was great. I love that. I loved hearing about that. I didn't see it, but I loved hearing about it.
And the best part about it is these dicks are carrying Adam Page out like the Undertaker. Like the Macho Man Jay Lethal thing makes sense.
Ooh, I love that.
Like this is what I'm saying. Like this event was perfectly like the way it was booked. I mean, it overran, yeah, but that's because they've never put on an event before. So I can imagine that would be a thing. But it's the natural progression of each storyline. They're not doing things just to annoy people and be like, all right, well, everybody knows we're doing it this month. We'll just do it next month. Or we'll just do it on Raw. Or we'll do it on SmackDown. It was the natural reason, and it actually was good. You gave the people what they actually paid to see Ta-da! What a
Welcome to
revelation!
Good Booking 101. Don't have a weekly television show and blow your load and forget why.
Exactly. Ta-da!
Even Being Elite is a weekly fucking show and they still manage to do it okay. They just don't have any wrestling. It's just backstage segments for like 20 minutes a week.
Yeah.
Just do that. Wrestle like once every year and just have fun.
But people pay to go see it and watch it. By the way, Honor Club is crap. I'm just gonna throw
Yeah,
that
what
out
is this
there.
fucking like? I don't even understand how I could have watched All In. There were like
basically-
5 different ways and none of them works. Like, what would you do?
Well, basically, there were like 2 ways you could do it. You could get it on Fight TV, but
Which you have
it's
to pay
like
for.
$39.99
Whoa.
in dollars. In dollars, I don't know what that is in pounds. I don't know. The exchange
Pretty
rate is
close.
funny. Or you could get Honor Club, so you would pay $9.99.
This is a Ring of Honor subscription service, Honor Club.
Yes, and then you would then pay for the pay-per-view, which was $19.99. So it works out cheaper than getting it off of Fight TV.
Yeah, but you'd still have to subscribe to it.
$39.99 is $31.09 in pounds.
So you're saving yourself some money. Plus,
That's
you
a
can just
bit.
you can just cancel Honor Club, and you know it's only cost you like that much. So you've only paid for the pay-per-view, and then when you cancel and the $9.99 comes out your bank account, I'm guessing everybody would get paid at the end of the month anyway. So technically speaking, you haven't paid for the whole pay-per-view in one go as well. So it makes
Hacks.
sense.
Life hacks, everybody.
Life hacks, people. So at first though, the stream was a bit weird. It kind of like died because like I guess I tried to watch it once. But then it started once the national anthem had ended. So I'm like, okay, don't care because I'm not from your country, so I don't care. And that's basically that. But yeah, like the production is a bit weird at times. Like people's names came up when they probably shouldn't have come up. But you know, they're a bunch of wrestlers trying to run an event, so I'll give them some kind of pass. If Kevin Dunn was making those mistakes, I'd be like, well, you're an idiot. You've been doing this for like 87 years. So
Speaking of which, the way it looked like on pictures, it looked like a fucking WWE event.
that,
Like, if it was for having All In and TGI Fridays on the fucking ring apron, I would have assumed it was a WWE house show.
yeah. That's the weird thing about it was they didn't minimize like the look of it. They had like the actual like what is the electronic board, and they had like a big stage. The pyro was it was a bit
There's classic Andy. There's never enough pyro.
there needs to be more. But aside from that, it was a very good show. If you haven't seen it, I would go out your way to buy it. But yeah, it was really good. And I just watch it. Even if you don't like Being the Elite, even if you don't like the Bullet Club, if you don't like any of that, just watch it at least because what it symbolizes.
Though it was their show.
No, what it symbolizes is a pretty awesome thing that.
Oh yeah, we get that. Like, just some guys sell out 10,000 seats in an arena in a game run by WWE. That's pretty impressive. Don't care who you are.
That is very impressive.
More impressive that they got a load of dicks in the arena at one point.
They were carrying him out like the Undertaker's minions.
See, it's funny.
See,
What's great about it is that it's just funny.
That's why it's great because it's just like an adult-oriented show that isn't like
There's penises. This is for adults.
Exactly, there's dicks.
I know why you love that bit now, because it was just full of dicks, and you love dicks.
I don't love dicks.
Yeah, I
To be
mean, you
fair,
do.
You have to have a really high IQ to understand All In.
Yeah, it's a really like complex characters and all of that shit. And the super kicks, don't get me started. And yes, I have a tattoo of Nick Aldis, and it's only for the sexy ladies.
The fuck, Sam?
Oh, fuck, that's good. Yeah, I mean, clearly it was a good event, but like, it's just, it feels very smarky. I don't know.
But it wasn't. It wasn't really. It was just. I don't know.
If there's a match I want to see on it, it's the Okada versus Marty match, purely because I'm invested in Okada's story arc at the moment anyway. So
Yeah,
This
I
is
want to
kind of
see.
plays
I
into
want
it.
to see. I want to see how that and the Marty like aspiring to be a heavyweight kind of is woven together.
yeah.
I have a controversial opinion, and I've seen Okada live.
Okay, here we
You don't
go.
like
He doesn't like
Okada as much as we
Okada.
do.
No, he just like during this live event, right? Okada just kind of like sat there on the outside for about 3/4 of the match.
Wait, which one are you talking about now?
Oh, it was like a Rev Pro.
So this is an event you went to.
Yes, this is an event I went to last.
Okay, right. We're not talking about All In. Okay,
No.
Just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, my bad. And I'm just not impressed by him. I don't see what the big deal is.
What? Okay,
Well, you should go watch
Okay,
a
hang on.
one-on-one match of his.
Yeah. What matches of his have you seen? To be fair, because if you're seeing like certain matches, then you're probably not getting the biggest picture.
I mean, like, I saw the 17-star match with Kenny Omega, and I'm like, yeah, this is good. But like,
I mean, yeah, it's good, but like to see that one match isn't Okada in a nutshell. Like, there's so much other stuff he's done that's great. I would bother to give you a list of names, but I know you're not going to go and fucking watch them. So what's
I've
the
got
point?
New Japan World, so like.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you're going to watch them, Andy. You have the network and you don't watch NXT. Like, fucking, I can just tell you to go watch his match with Katsuyori Shibata from Sakura Genesis 2017. Are you going to? No, exactly. You're not, because you don't actually care. You just want to have the opinion that Okada isn't that impressive to you, and you don't want to go and watch his impressive matches to prove your point wrong.
Right.
Fine, I'll go watch his match.
Yeah, okay, now you're just saying that to make me happy.
Oh,
Well, I'm not happy.
Stop stealing my catchphrases.
All two of them?
I have many catchphrases. I have more than 2.
Is that even a catchphrase? It's just a thing he said like 5 years ago.
Well, then that's a catchphrase.
No, it's not how that works.
Remember when Bart said that one thing in that early season of The Simpsons? That's his catchphrase. Fuck cowabunga. It's like, Homer.
Homer.
Homer. What are you doing?
Why do you do this, Homer?
Really shouldn't. I've seen so many episodes of The Simpsons, and I can't improv a dialogue on it to save my fucking life. How sad is that? Homer! What are you doing, Homer? Will, Marge.
Okay, I don't know what's
I love
happening.
how everyone's just moving at each other.
Stop. What is this? Stop it.
Hey, diddly, neighbor.
What the hell's happening? Hey, wrestling, goddammit!
Okay, so Raw happened.
The end. Okay, great.
But what?
Okay, so so has Braun Strowman cashed in and won the title yet?
He's cashed in, but he's not had the match yet.
Oh, he's done that shit. Okay.
Yeah, he's cashed in for a Hell in a Cell match of a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell.
Oh, he's done that shit. Oh, I thought you meant the shit like he keeps running out and getting stopped.
No. He was like, I'm a man.
He became the Cookie Monster.
I want coffee.
To be fair, he eats a fuck ton of things. I wouldn't be surprised if he was just like that snacks player from the NFL and just started eating in the middle of the ring. No, that's Ryback. Oh, yeah. Anyway, he comes out and he's like, I'm a man, and I'm a man who isn't a coward. What?
I'm a man, and I'm a man, so Hell in a Cell, yup.
That's exactly what he fucking said. He was just like, I'm not a coward. I'm gonna let you know when I'm cashing. Stop laughing. This is what he said.
I'm not a coward. You're a coward. Fuck you. Hell in a Cell.
He
I'm a
literally is
man.
like,
I'm 40.
shut up. He's like, I'm gonna cash in where your little shield boys can't get me inside a Hell in a Cell. Here you go, Baron. Here's the briefcase.
Does Braun not watch WWE?
I mean, Brock doesn't, so why would anyone else?
Because what the who by now does not realize that the cage matches do not ever keep out the people you're trying to keep out?
I mean, the door can just be ripped off. Like, I don't get it.
Right, they're just gonna fucking bring out a fucking set of bolt cutters or some shit.
They are the Shield.
They will bash the door in with a shield.
Fucking guarantee you that Dean Ambrose has a battering ram under his bed.
He sleeps with it under his pillow, like some people do with guns.
Yeah, he doesn't have a wife or anything. Like, he just has the battering ram.
He actually does have a wife.
That was the joke. Welcome back, everybody. So yeah, Braun has done that.
Okay, so
he's
Braun-
also
He's a
okay.
good guy, right? Still a
He's
good guy.
Braun.
He's not a good guy. He's not a bad guy. He's a monster.
Once again.
He's a man.
No,
He's not a
literally, I don't
coward.
understand. All right, here's a fucking legit thing.
I love this idea that Braun just screams facts about himself. I'm big. Fuck you.
I have a beard.
I'm on Tinder.
Oh, yeah, he is as well.
Well, not anymore. He has a girlfriend.
Oh, what?
I have a
Yeah.
girlfriend. She's real. She,
Oh,
just
hey,
doesn't- she just goes to a different school.
She is for Wall. Any fucking way. Can I please say a thing?
Yes.
Please.
I don't get why people have such a problem with characters not being a face or a heel. They are just characters. I don't understand why you need to
I
have.
don't mind
a
it. It's just
face
every once in
and
a
a
while.
heel.
It's just I don't mind it. It's just every once in a while, like it helps clear up the story, if that makes sense. Like
But then, what kind of simple story do you fucking need? Like, this is Braun.
not a matter
This
of
is
needing
Roman.
a simple story.
They don't
but
like
it's
each other. Like, what more do you need? Like, oh, he's a hero. He
something
saves
to add
puppies from
depth
burning
the story.
buildings.
You still need some depth to make a story interesting.
they're
It can't
adding
just be that these two
depth by
people
giving
don't
them-
like each other. It's like, all right, well, that's just wrestling. What the fuck should I care about this for?
No. Listen, they're adding depth by not giving them concrete characters. They're
They're
giving
adding
them
depth
these.
by subtracting the depth.
Okay, Johnny Depth.
Wow, that was terrible.
All right, thanks. You can do any better? No, fuck you.
I'm a man.
It's not even a man, he's a
Fuck.
monster. So what I'm trying to say is, like, he doesn't. Who cares if he's a face? You cheer him anyway. Like, fuck it.
And I'm not saying I need this every single time. And with the Braun, I don't care. But
With
like
the Braun.
with the Braun,
The singular.
I am the Braun, and fuck you.
I mean, I get it, but like,
You want to know who to root for?
yeah, like
You're gonna root for Braun. Like, you love Braun and you hate Roman. What's 2 + 2? Does a bear shit in the woods? Like, come on.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what more do you need?
Fair enough.
But also on this
Yeah.
edition of Raw, I want to talk about this Raw in particular because it felt like a fever dream and nothing was like sensical. More so than usual. Like, more so than usual.
Is this because of All In? They were like, no, we're gonna do all this stuff. Oh my god!
I'm gonna throw this shit at the wall and see what happens because. Okay, I'm just gonna talk about the weirdest thing.
Okay.
Y'all know the Authors of Pain.
Yeah.
Oh, I know where you're going with this, but
Hang on, let me get there.
okay, we'll get there.
It won't take 5 minutes, trust me. So, Authors of Pain, they were in NXT, right? They had Paul Ellering and everyone loved them, right? Except
Right.
Andy.
Right.
I didn't. What? I did not say that.
Yeah, you did. We have proof. Go away.
There was a very distinct point in time where you did not like that.
Okay, well, continue.
So they move up and then immediately get rid of Paul Ellering.
That was stupid.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And then they literally disappeared for about 5 or 6 weeks.
We don't need a manager. Fuck you. We're gonna go on vacation now.
Fuck, where's the arena? Paul, help!
We need directions. We got lost.
No, I bet it was like they were like, "We don't need you. Get lost." And then like they
Oh
go.
shit,
out,
we are
they,
lost.
Yeah, they go out to the car park, and then they're like, "Oh, he was our driver. We
What's
can't
the next
drive."
city?
I love the fucking idea that the Authors of Pain are like the monster from It Follows, where they're slowly walking to the arena they're supposed to be in, but before they can get there, the show ends, so they start walking to the next one, and that's why they've not been able to be at any shows, because they take too fucking long to get there by walking. So yeah, the overseas tour, the Authors of Pain are meant to be here, but they're currently in the Atlantic Ocean. So they go away. I think it was because of visa issues. That's why they weren't on TV for like 2 months.
Huh.
And then they come back to feud with Titus Worldwide.
You mean eat Titus Worldwide?
I mean, feud with Titus Worldwide and have
How is that even a
consecutive
feud?
matches. Exactly. Exactly. They have consecutive matches week in and week out with fucking Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews.
Yeah,
This
we
is
don't need a
why I
manager.
don't watch. This is why I don't watch WWE.
We know. And so they show up on Raw and they have a new manager.
It's Titus Worldwide.
I would lose my shit
It's
if
Harley
it was
Race.
Titus. It was Jeff Jarrett, AJ Styles, Ric Flair, Lou Fez, Harley Race.
Harley Race.
Harley
But no,
Race, Ric Flair. Harley Race, Ric Flair.
Both of them in Shield gear. No. Everyone knows the Office of Pain wear like weird Shield gear, like they have the vests and the camo and everything.
Yeah, and the black mask helmets.
Yeah. Except they weren't wearing them this time for whatever reason. So they have a new manager who's dressed in the exact same shit. Fucking. Do you want me to just say who it is, or do we want to guess?
Let's guess.
You know who it is, fuckface.
Harley Race.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
There you go.
Tiny old man bent over with the vest on. It's too heavy for him.
I would love that, honestly.
It wasn't that.
Is it someone I would know?
Yeah. Someone in WWE on the 205 Live brand.
Mustafa Ali.
No.
Jack Gallagher.
Davari.
No. Give me a clue. He's not a fucking wrestler.
The fuck? What? The manager? The general manager? Spud?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Spud now manages the Office of Pain.
That's the best sentence I've ever heard.
Except no, his name is Drake Maverick because he's a 13-year-old with a cool Xbox Live name.
XX Drake Maverick XX.
With an underscore in the middle.
MLG.
What the
Like,
fuck? Why?
He's wearing the same gear they are, and he's like
That's
half their
so
height.
ridiculous.
It's like me becoming their manager.
Literally.
It's literally like, it's literally like, oh, hello. Hi
The
there.
authors of pain and
They were like, the Office of Pain, and hello.
That would be amazing if like they were even taller than they were, and so like the entrance is like a panned up like shot of like their faces, and then the camera has to pan
Yeah,
down.
they'll be up here and be like, hi, I'm here. No, I'm
That's just the top half of your face, like fucking.
Hello, these are my clients. Hello, these
are
Arkham and
Razor.
You got him on the fucking chair, and then they pan away, and you're on the chair, and you can't get off.
Oh, that would be the best game.
But yeah, like he cuts a promo, and he's like, I don't know why the idea of Drake Maverick cutting a promo is hilarious because that's what he does, right? But he cuts a promo, and he's just like, the Authors of Pain are going to win the Raw Tag Team titles.
Like, did Paul Ellering just say I don't want to be here anymore? Like,
He didn't want to travel.
because what the other explanation is there for them going, we don't need a manager, fuck you, to hey, Spud, be our boss.
Tiny man.
Potato.
Little boy man, potato boy, come here and be our manager.
For a child.
He's not. He's not.
What?
There's
What?
no words. There's no words there.
It's just fucking hysterical leaning into his microphone, and we just can't.
Potato. No, because the way the comment just said that. Said it was
Again, like, talk, please. Use your words like a big boy for once in your life.
the way that Carmine just said that was like he was like 4 and he's from like fucking Asgard or something. Hello, potato boy man.
Hello, potato boy. Would you like to be our manager?
And they always call him
Please
that.
come.
They always call him that in the introduction. It's like, I am Arkham, this is Razor, and this is our manager, Little Boy Man Potato Boy.
Little boy, man, potato boy.
Stop, please.
I love him. It's my little tater man.
Hey, Arkham, are we all packed and ready to head to the next town? Yeah. Hey, have you seen Little Boy Man Potato Boy?
Yes, he's in the suitcase.
Yeah, I've got him in my carry-on.
I am not a potato, and you are going to win the tag team titles.
Oh, we love you, Little Boy Man Potato Boy. Please stop calling me that.
I'm not a potato. I'm a human being. And then he lies down to sad music and dies like the Elephant Man. Holy shit. We need a new manager now.
We must get Big Boy Man Potato Boy.
Is Seamus busy?
We need to get.
I am the largest potato boy in the
I am
world.
the largest big boy potato man boy in the world.
I can't come with this anymore.
For anyone still watching this, I'm sorry. I hope you're laughing too, because it's fucking hilarious.
Oh.
Oh yeah, so little potato boy man boy is now managing the Authors of Pain for whatever reason.
Yeah, it honestly makes no sense that he's their manager, but fuck it.
I mean,
At
I
this
don't
point-
hate it. Let me clarify. I'm not mad. I'm just very confused.
At this point, I love it ironically because of the jokes we've made, but it really does make no sense.
Right. For them to be like, we don't need you, Paul, experienced manager. We're going to get Rockstar Spud from TNA.
Inexperienced manager.
Or from 205. Like, what is he?
Is he still GM of 205?
Still GM? Is he a face still? We don't know. He is Spud.
It's a symbiotic relationship where he is now their manager and they are now the security detail of 205 Live.
See,
What do they need security from?
The small men.
The tinier men who are coming to take the tiny men spots.
In case any of the tiny wrestlers ever threaten Spud. they'll
Shit,
just
guys,
be
it's
the-
105 Live.
That would have made sense if they were like security or something. That would have been alright. But no, it's just
I mean, maybe they are. We've yet to see it, but fuck me, it made no sense. And Bobby Lashley has a weird new thing that I don't get.
What?
What's that?
He has a gimmick now where he just goes like, "My man."
What?
He just pats people on the back and he's like, "My man."
Like the fucking AI character from Rick and Morty?
I don't know. Is it like that?
Yes. My man. So that's Bobby Lashley now.
He's the postman. That's it.
I want him to just show up in a mailman outfit and just do that forever.
Yes.
My man.
I mean, you're not even wrong. That's literally what he's doing.
Holy
I don't know what the
shit.
reference is, but that's literally what he's doing.
I mean, there's not much to reference. That is what it is.
Yes.
Then his theme song should be human music or earth music.
My man.
Human music. Oh, crap.
Holy shit. That's stupid.
Yeah, it is. That's not even Steven's part.
Why is he doing that?
I don't know.
You know what the crazy part is? You know what the crazy part is? When you first started saying that sentence, you're like, Bobby Lashley has a gimmick. And I stopped right there and I was like, really?
Yeah, right. he shows up and he's like, I have sisters. And I'm like, oh, great. Who doesn't? Right?
People who don't
Probably
have
most
sisters.
people.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
people don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a common thing people have, is what I'm saying. That's not a gimmick. It's like, I have a sister. I have 3 sisters. They used to abuse me when I was a child.
Why
Okay.
does he sound like that?
He's, I mean, have you heard him speak?
In fact, I have 2 sisters. I have more than 1 sister. That is my character.
Yeah,
I have
man, I love
multiple
my
sisters.
sisters. Yes, it was. You don't remember this?
I remember the bit with Sami Zayn and the stupid shit, but
And the men dressed as women with the broom, and they beat the shit out of him.
and now he's got a phobia of brooms.
It's like
I have
the
2 sisters.
Undertaker with cucumbers.
And
And the fucking brooms are gonna like him.
this is my character. I have multiple sisters, and I'm scared of cleaning utensils.
My man.
No, I've got a headache from laughing at the other thing. Please don't make me laugh again.
Thing.
Oh,
fuck me.
oh,
Yeah.
Christ.
So that's Bobby. That's Barbo now. That's Barbo Lasho at the moment. We have new tag team champions, by the way.
Oh,
Which
God,
ones?
really?
Which Raw? I'm assuming because we're talking about Raw.
Yeah, good link. I just figured that out.
You never know.
Yeah, on SmackDown that hasn't happened yet. We got
Well,
new
I
tag
didn't know if
champs.
maybe this was a SummerSlam thing also.
No. Well, I mean, the New Day did win at SummerSlam, and they're the new tag champs. But
Right.
all right.
Okay.
Cool.
So who? Wait. Okay. Before we say the new ones, who were the old ones?
The B team,
They won it at some point.
SummerSlam.
Oh well, then that didn't last long.
They beat the Deleters of Worlds.
What is that tag team actually called?
The Deleters of Worlds.
That's not true, is it?
Yes,
Oh God.
it's Matthew
All right, well,
Hardy.
who
Race
beat
of
the B
Fire.
teams.
So the B team have been on this like fluke story where it's like we're undefeated in general.
Right.
So
Wasn't it when they first got their first win? Isn't that exactly what we wanted?
yeah,
So okay,
we
good.
did get what we wanted, but the only thing is, as soon as they win the tag titles, what next? No one knows.
Right.
They kept winning in like fluky ways, like just somehow beating the opposition, and then it literally gets to a point where it's like, okay, the Revival are here again. Remember them?
They have re-revived for the fucking 12th time.
Yes. The
One of them
Revival of the
always gets
Revival.
hurt.
Well, I mean, they weren't even hurt. They just were booked into a fucking grave, and now they're just
Come
slowly climbing back out.
Yeah.
So they're climbing back out, and they're like, this tag team is an embarrassment to the professional wrestling world. And it's like,
That's
okay,
it.
that's what the Revival do. That's what they say. They try to appease Jim Cornette and Tully Blanchard and whoever the fuck else. So that's fine. And you think, okay, the Revival are gonna finally beat the B team. They're gonna be good again. Because remember when the Revival were great?
No.
Fuck
In
you.
NXT.
They were. Yeah, in NXT they were great. They're one of the best tag teams in NXT history, right?
Yeah.
So no, actually, we're not gonna do that. What we're instead gonna do is have the new team of fucking
I thought you were gonna say the New Day.
the new team, Dave. It is not the new day. It is a new team.
The New Day Team Potato Men.
Yeah. No, fuck it. They had Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre attack the Revival, and then like, okay, I guess you're in the match instead of a Revival now. And then they won the tag titles from the B team. So it's now Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre are now Raw Tag Team Champs.
I thought we were on our way to breaking these two up.
No,
Fuck.
yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Drew.
Yeah,
Drew's great.
but I want him to be on his own and great.
But no, the thing is, that because the Shield are back. Oh, yeah, by the way, the Shield are back. Don't know if we mentioned this.
Well, yeah, because Dean is back. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, Dean is back.
Yeah, Dean is back.
We haven't had a show since he's come back, but he's back.
He's back. He's jacked, and he got no hair.
Yeah.
You're looking good. So he came back to help Rollins fight fucking Ziggler and McIntyre. Rollins won the IC belt from Ziggler at SummerSlam because Dean was there. I almost said Dolph. Dean was there. And then Roman wins the Universal title. Next night on Raw, bam, Shield are back.
Yay! I'm cool with that. Yay!
That's
Pretty
why.
sure Ambrose has not cut a promo since he's come back, and that makes me sad.
Which is odd because he was like the best promo cutter, still is.
Yeah, yeah.
So weird.
I'm probably wrong on that, but I do not remember him ever cutting a promo since his return. So
Maybe
there's
I mean
that.
because the way he carried himself when he like first came back and attacked Dolph and Drew, it seems like they might be trying something a little different with him, where instead of just being I'm wild and crazy and I flail my arms around and just stare at people weird, that he might be like a little bit more of a strong silent type of crazy. But that's weird because that was already Roman's thing. So
Grace
I don't
Peter
know what
Roman.
I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, no one does. But anyway, point being, what was I fucking saying? Oh yeah, Braun, who's fighting Roman, and
Right.
Rollins, who's been fighting Dolph for feels like fucking forever, and Drew and Dean are there for backup. Man, Drew, Dean, and Dolph. That's too many D's. So I'm getting confused. So yeah, we got the Shield versus the team of Braun, Drew, and Dolph.
Uh-huh.
Roman is Universal Champ. Rollins is IC Champ. Dolph and Drew are the tag champs. Braun is going to fight Roman for the Universal title.
And Dean is back.
Dean is just there,
Dean is bigger now.
and
He is a
therefore
big-
better.
He is bigger, Dean.
He looks like Dean ate Dean. Oh wait, where's Andy? He's gone.
Hello.
Andrew.
I'm just quietly listening because I haven't seen.
Ah.
it,
All right.
All
Wait, what do you think? What do you think of all this?
so. I like the Shield being back.
Does that mean you like Roman?
No, I like the
It
Shield.
means I like his supporting cast.
There you go. Also, my
Uh,
voice is slowly going from laughing too hard, and I do have a headache now from laughing too hard at the Spud joke. So
I mean, you act like that's our problem. Sounds like a you problem, not our problem, mate.
well, yeah. So that was that.
So-
Roman match?
Yeah, oh yeah, remember how Kevin Owens and Braun have been like feuding?
Yep.
I thought that was over, but okay.
It is.
Okay.
The Kevin lost to Braun in like less than a minute at SummerSlam.
Okay, well then I guess we're done with Kevin Owens as a person now.
He fought Rollins in Canada on Raw, I think, last week. And then when he couldn't win the Intercontinental title because it was a title match, he couldn't win the Intercontinental title from Seth. He pulled up a chair in the ring, sat down in it, cried a little bit, and then he said, "I quit," and then he walked out.
Okay.
Oh.
This all happened last week, right?
Uh-huh.
And so then everyone was like, "Oh my god, what the hell's happening?" And then he went dark on Twitter again, as he likes to do. And then this week, yeah, he's just back and he's helping Braun fight the Shield.
Helping.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Do you see why I don't watch this?
Do you see why I do?
Did someone
Oh.
steal his skin and is like pretending to be him?
Fuck it, yes. The Skin Taker took Kevin Owens' skin and is now masquerading as him, and now a skinless Kevin Owens just wandering around fucking Quebec, and we don't know what to do.
Because that
That's the
honestly makes
story.
more sense than what you just told me.
If you at home have any information about a skinless man wandering around Quebec cutting promos, then please help us find him.
Wow, they really ran out of things for Owens to do while Sammy's out, huh?
Can't even quit right. Like, he just comes back and he helps a guy who's been embarrassing him and killing him for literal months.
Like you know how sometimes in a TV show they'll get different people to direct each episode?
Yeah, sometimes
like
for
they got-
cast members.
It feels like they got different people to write those Raws, and the writer of the new one was like, well, I don't like what he did last week, so I'm just going to ignore it.
No, my favorite part of Raw is when Brie Bella tried to do a suicide dive twice and failed both times.
I think I've seen a gif of one of them.
Remind me why they're back again.
Because everyone loves the Bellas. That's why they have their own television show.
Doesn't mean people love them. We have our own show and no one likes us.
No, people do like us.
Yeah, like the chat we've been ignoring this whole time.
Exactly.
Voidstorm says if only they did that with Batista.
Did what? Which part? Oh, the quitting.
I don't know. Susu Haiku says, next time someone quits WWE, they're going to show back up on the same night. I mean, literally, they did it with Dolph. Remember, like, whenever it was, Dolph won the United States title, vacated it on SmackDown after, then he just turned up at the Rumble with literally no explanation. And it was never mentioned ever again.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Owens quits in the ring, and then he comes back the next week, and it's literally not mentioned at all.
Man, WWE really doesn't care when people quit, huh?
Yeah, they don't care. Oh, only when they actually quit for realsies.
Yeah.
And then they still show up next week.
And even then, they hold on to their fucking contract for like 7 months.
Oh yeah, Neville's gone, by the way.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I was kind of shocked that he didn't make a surprise show up at All In.
Yeah,
Like, would have been cool, but I don't know when he would have fit in.
I love how people are like, CM Punk's gonna turn up. I'm like, no, he's not.
Yeah, the man who looks like he's melting now.
Yeah,
Yes, he looks so fucking old. What happened?
Well, I think everything just fucking caught up to him all at once.
Yeah, 2 MMA losses and 2 lawsuits now finally make him look like he's fucking 50.
Yeah,
like,
he's stressed out and he's aging like the fucking president.
He doesn't even smoke.
No.
There's no excuse for that look.
but he gets punched in the face now for a living, for realsies.
Well, not anymore, he doesn't.
Well, is he still contracted to UFC?
I doubt
not
it. Why
anymore.
would they want him? Like, there's no draw now.
So, oh no, wait, hang on. He made a mistake in his first fight, and then he had a second fight where he just lost, and everyone's like, oh,
Like,
well.
embarrassingly so. I think it was worse than the first one.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Everyone's like, hey, at least he did it. It's like,
And
okay.
that's, I mean, yeah, whatever. Like, all right, that's a fucking difficult job. Like, all right, not
Excuse me for wanting him to win.
Right, like, not everyone's good at MMA. He tried. All right, just don't do it anymore, because then you just look stupid. But
Yeah.
he looks like everything has caught up to him now, and he looks old.
He's old.
He's very old.
Cold.
I'm on his Twitter just to see like if he's still doing anything.
Just anything in general. No, he's just in his house crying all the time. He can't do anything.
And AJ's just there, like, yeah, I mean, shut up, though.
Oh, AJ Lee, I thought you meant AJ Styles, and I was like, why is he there?
No, it was the one he married. So yeah,
Oh.
AJ Styles.
Yeah, I was gonna say. And speaking of Styles, by the way, he's like the longest reigning WWE champ since Punk.
Okay.
Wait, like he's surpassed the number of days, or he's
Okay, in chronological order, Punk has had it for the most days of the modern era, yeah?
Yeah.
He's number 1. Number 2 is now AJ Styles' reign.
how many days is he at?
I don't know the exact days, but he won it in November of last year, and then we're nearly up to November this year, so he's nearly held it for an entire year.
Oh, so he's like at 200 and something, probably.
I think over 300 at this point. You know how people say JBL is like the longest reigning SmackDown champion in SmackDown history?
Uh-huh.
It's not him anymore, it's AJ Styles.
Oh, that's good.
And he has a wife called Wendy. Did you know that?
Oh,
Because they're doing that now in
is
the
that
story.
why Samoa Joe screamed Wendy?
Yeah, it's not the restaurant.
Well, because I never saw the context of the clip, and I just saw someone edit it and make it look like he was yelling at the restaurant. And I knew that wasn't what he was doing, but I was like, who is he talking to?
Yeah, the wife. They're doing that thing now where Joe is like, hey, Wendy. And that's the feud.
Hey, Wendy. Hi.
Hey, Wendy, your husband sucks.
Did you know your husband's a piece of shit? Hi.
What are you doing this Friday?
You want to play Scrabble?
To be fair, he's like actively trying to fuck Wendy at this point. Just to like mess with AJ as well. Like, it's a great feud so far.
Sure. That
So,
makes more
Wendy,
sense now. I was
I'll
like,
be
I didn't know
your
what.
daddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, he literally said that at SummerSlam. He's like, hey, daddy's not coming home, but I'll be your new daddy. And then AJ went fucking nuts and got disqualification because he just wouldn't stop.
Oh, that's awesome, actually.
Yeah, I mean, the feud's going well so far. And they're fighting again at Hell in a Cell, so that's good.
At least that one makes more sense than the time that Christian spit on Randy Orton, and Orton was so fucking furious at that he kicked him in the dick.
I mean,
Remember
what
that?
would you do? That was good.
I don't know. It just felt like a very like overreaction.
It's Randy fucking Orton, mate.
Oh,
He's the guy who put his hand on his dick and then goes to shake other people's hands. Like, yeah.
That real thing?
Yes. Have you not been paying attention to any of that controversy?
No.
Yeah, stories
What?
have come out of like notorious shithead Randy Orton being a notorious shithead back in the day when he was like in Evolution or some shit. And whenever
Oh.
he like went up to people backstage and shook their hand, he'd literally in front of these people put his hand on his dick and then take it out and then just be like, shake my hand.
Do it, you
And
won't.
everyone's like trying to do him for sexual assault, even though fucking it's Randy Orton. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
And
that's
it happened around the same time as the whole Dave Meltzer comments happened, and everyone paid attention to Dave and not Randy.
wait, you mean the Meltzer comments about Peyton?
Yeah, that whole fucking thing that made me not want to use Twitter anymore.
Yeah, that was a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not even get into that one, but
Basically, leave Dave alone. Like, fucking hell, just go away.
Yeah,
Um,
it's why are you
probably
complaining
specify,
about Dave? Why are you not complaining about the culture of WWE, for God's sake?
Yeah, exactly that, Andrew. Yes, because for those who don't know, this was a while ago, before SummerSlam. Dave Meltzer said something about Peyton Royce, looking lighter in NXT, obviously referencing the fact that she has bigger tits now because she got a boob job when she went to the main roster, like most women do. That's
Yeah,
the
you know,
and he
culture.
also said and he also said she looked better in NXT.
Right, and then everyone was like, "Oh my God, Peyton, you're goddess on Earth. He'd be lucky to have 5 minutes with you." Like literally, Renee Young, like,
Didn't it start with Peyton's response being like, "Oh wow, sorry that fucking lose weight and bullshit," and it's like I don't think that's what he meant.
no, and the fact that
and then it turned into a fucking witch hunt because every fucking employed wrestler with WWE was like, "Oh, Peyton, we love you," and like, "Fuck
Yeah.
Dave." It's like, well, hang on. People took Dave's comments out of fucking context, and he
Yeah.
fucking apologized at least twice. And people are still giving him shit for it. It's like, fucking
don't
go
understand-
away.
Yeah,
Twitter mob mentality has ruined so many fucking things. Ruined Guardians, and now it's ruined Dave.
Oh, I could go into a whole fucking spiel about this, but then I'll look like a shithead, so I'm not gonna. But me and Brooks have had conversations about this type of stuff before, and it's like the people, there is such a thing as overreacting to that kind of
You're
stuff.
not getting to the heart of the problem. You're just like having a go at a guy for saying that she got fake boobs, which is technically true. But what you should be thinking is, well, why do you have to go and get such a drastic change to your body when you get promoted onto the main? Why is that a thing? That's a thing you should be going after, not the 60-year-old idiot who still writes a newsletter, for God's sake.
And yet, when fucking Adam Cole moves up and gets new tits, no one will say a fucking thing.
Hey, Ali, what's that about?
Fucking fat piece of shit.
Oh God. Yeah, and he's right. There's a lot of deeper issues that no one's really acknowledging, but it sucks because like they own.
Oh.
Well, this is what All In is trying to like rebel against, but
Yeah,
WWE at this point in time still kind of owns wrestling.
And
the thing kind of, they definitely do.
The thing is, as well, it's the women's match at the show was better than WWE. I guarantee.
Well, we're talking about All In again.
Yes.
Okay.
But like, I can't. Who's Joey Janela's manager?
Penelope Ford. I think her name is Penelope something. But I think it's Penelope Ford.
She like did a top rope dive onto the floor onto Adam Page.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. It's like. Great. It's almost as if you have that, it's almost like equality or something. I don't know. What do I know? Fuck, Jesus Christ. And it was good.
That's her thing anyway. Like, Joey Janela's a bad boy. She's the bad girl, right? She does this all the time. That's a thing.
Whatever. Just leave Dave alone and actually go after the problem.
I want you to leave Dave Meltzer alone right now.
My man.
Little boy, man, potato man, boy.
Well, on that note, that's probably a natural end of this because I feel like we've run out of stuff to talk about and say.
Yeah, I think we've reached that point.
What do we do now?
Does anyone have any potatoes?
No.
I think Roman does.
I have been Andy Kwan.
Who are you now?
I
He's
am
Roman
Andy.
Reigns.
Captain, who are you?
I'm Andy Juan High.
You're Roman Reigns. I'm Roman Reigns. He is Roman Reigns. We're all Roman Reigns. Praise be to Roman, the savior of the Suplah.
There you go. Praise the big dog.
We
Oh,
also
yeah.
have a Facebook, we have a
We don't
Twitter,
use- that we use.
and we have no, that's it now, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome. So if you've earned the Suplah on those, you'll find us. Also, my earpiece fell out. We also have a gaming channel where you can watch us play games. Also, now I have internet, I might actually get this thing to work. So stay tuned.
Which thing?
My Xbox One.
Okay, because you're pointing at fucking nothing, you dipshit.
My bad.
That right there. That thing.
Nothing.
Use that.
The wall!
Nothing. Also, we have Redbubble where you can buy shirts. Do you want Derek? Do you want Derek? Because, where is Derek? I miss him.
He's sad, man. You should probably talk to him at some point.
I'll go talk to Derek. It's fine. Okay. I'll go talk to Derek. Anyway,
Okay.
so we've got redbubble.com/people/the Suplah where you can buy shirts. I think
And
that's
then
it.
me and Brooks, we recorded a new thing recently that doesn't have anything to do with wrestling or gaming, and we might do more of that if you're interested in it, but it's not out yet, so I won't give away what it is.
Yeah, it's about halfway done. Be excited.
Wonderful! Be excited. We're doing new things because wrestling is terrible. So
We get sad when we talk about wrestling, so we have to entertain ourselves with other things.
I was never sad today. I don't know
Well,
about
today
y'all.
was an exception because we got Little Boy Man Potato Boy, but
That's the best joke in the history of jokes.
Yeah, already, the Roman Reigns era of a Suplah is off to a good start.
No,
yeah, it's already given us such
no.
great gifts.
If anything, this is Potato Boy era.
I mean, if you want to call yourself that, that's fine.
I am the Potato Boy!
I am the one who potatoes.
And we will
Yeah.
see you next week. Hopefully,
No, probably
we can-
not. Don't make any promises, dickhead. We'll see you along the dusty trail.
Yes.
I'm gonna leave you with a little song.
We'll do another one next week. How about that?
Okay, I'm gonna leave you with a little song, a little national anthem for Suplah City now.
A little ditty for you.
Ahem. I'm beginning to feel like a big dog, big dog. All my people from the front to the fist cock, fist cock.
That's it. That's the entire song.
Is that it? That's the worst.
Who wants to walk with Elias?
Not me.